Hello, and welcome to another edition of Sporty's new product checklist, where we like to highlight some of the newer items entering our catalog and talk about why we like them. This week, we're going to start off with our Mint Argyle socks. These socks were designed not just to catch your attention, but also to match the colors you'll find on a VFR chart. The actual mint background of the sock, along with the blue and the magenta, were designed so that they would match the VFR chart, catch the eye of the applicable aviator, if you will. Now, if mint is a little too bold for your style, we do also offer this sock version in a gray style with also the airspace options. And then if that too is still too much, we have a multi-engine style. So some new socks, 10.5 inches from heel to top. A great addition for anyone who needs something to characterize flying in the airplane or in the office. Next up, we have the fuel stop. And this is an innovative little piece that I wish I'd known about when I was doing my flight training. The idea behind this is too often the fuel gauge will get lost, whether it's dropped in the back of the airplane or falling into the fuel tanks as you're testing. So the fuel stop clips right on. Is the way to stop it from falling into the fuel tank. It also works great for if you put it on the back of the back of the seats in the airplane, stops it from rolling around, as you can see. And again, comes right off, so it easily fits in your flight bag. That's a fuel stop. Great piece. Next, we have the Twin Hornet heater. Here in Cincinnati, we're still in the 80s temperature-wise, but it is time to start thinking about pre-flighting as the temps get colder. With the Twin Hornet heater, this is a way to make sure your engine doesn't get damaged from those colder temps, firing it right up after 12 hours in the freezing temps. What's unique about this heater is there is no knob or way to change it. It is set to run between the 70 and 80 degree temperature range for a longer time. I like to relate it to low and slow, the correct way to cook bacon. This does the same thing for your engine. So it makes sure that it doesn't overheat, it doesn't shock it. It does require a little bit more time. It's also one of the only waterproof heaters you will find on the market, so another safety feature. But if you are in a climate, not in a hangar that has engines that get very cold, the Twin Hornet is worth considering. Next up, also in the apparel range, we have Sporty's new vintage t-shirts. These are a cotton and poly blend. The first thing you'll notice about these is the feel. They feel very comfortable to the touch. We wanted to go ahead and create a new brand of t-shirts that would really go longer than just the design. Now, not to take away from the design, as you can see, to pilots it is always important to keep the blue side up, but the shirts are a new quality that we really wanted to create. I will mention that if you're on the edge of a medium and a large, or a large and an XL, I'd usually round up just because of the blend. There is a chance of shrinkage as it goes through the washer, but once you've got that taken care of, it is a very comfortable shirt and one that sees a lot of use, at least for me, on the weekends or if I'm flying around. And then last but certainly not least, we have the Flight Outfitters Folio bag, duffel folio bag. And I really like this bag because it's kind of the trifecta, if you will. It works when you're in the office, it works if you're flying the airplane in GA, or if you're riding in the back of a commercial airliner. And I'll get into some of the features that really resonate with me. As you can see on the front, we have designated pockets with controllable latches, sizing. And these are great for if you need to pack in, say, a backup battery, or let's say a E6B, or personal items. These pockets are great for throwing that on the outside. They also have a flap that is designated for your iPad. It's independent of the interior. It's its own little section, and it has a cover over it also. I like that because so many times I'll be commuting or carrying my bag, and I just need to get my iPad, my EFB out quickly. I don't want to rustle through everything that's inside if it's packed tightly. So having this exterior area with its padding is very helpful for me in the least. Continuing the exterior, we have two side pockets, angled more for GA flying, if you will. Here we have your fuel strainer option, and you'll see there's an elastic band, so you can put this over your fuel strainer, keep it from rustling around. Also a pocket designated for a flashlight. On the opposite end, We have a pocket for, say, your radio, or maybe a water bottle would fit perfect in here. As we move to the back side, you can see there is the Velcro strap here that, as you can see, is designed quite well. And this is a pass-through. So let's say you are flying, regrettably, in the back of a commercial airliner rather than piloting yourself, and you've got a carry-on or roller bag. This will fit right over your strap. You can Velcro it up to make sure it's secure, and you've got a nice catch there. And then last but not least, the interior has Flight Outfitter's signature orange, so it's easy to see. We have designated interior pockets for a laptop. We got an exterior iPad, interior laptop. We also have a secondary pocket for storage or organization. Think your keys, pencils, some storage cords, and then also the large main cavernous area to throw in everything in between. So again, whether you are flying in the back of a commercial airliner, you're taking it into the office, or you're flying around GA, piloting your own adventure, the Flight Outfitter's Folio bag is a great option to consider. So those are the products for this week's new product checklist. We hope you'll tune back for future editions, and thank you for joining us here at Sporty's Pilot Shop.